Chumash and Rashi, the Torah portion, Vayigash. We are on the fifth reading for the fifth day of the week. We're in the middle of Yaakov, coming down to Egypt. Big thing. It's a big thing. We are in chapter 46, verse 8. Okay. Ve'elishmeis b'nei Israel, and these are the names of the children of Israel. Right? Here it means literally the children of Israel, right? Later on, we'll have the word children of Israel also, right? And it means also literally.
Yeah.
But here,
Sense.
in a very narrow sense, exactly. Baruch atah Bari. Habai Mitzrayim, coming to Egypt, Yaakov and his sons, Bechor Yaakov Ruvain, the firstborn of Yaakov is Ruvain. Rashi number 8, Habai Mitzrayim, coming to Egypt, Al Shem Hashah, because of the moment in the terms of being in the present. Kerelahim Akosu Bo'im, coming. Yesh Litmoya. Vein Litmoya, rather. So one should not be surprised, Al Asher Loy Kosov, that it didn't write Asher Ba'u, who came to Egypt. Right? It's common practice of the narrative to be of the past. Right? Like, I was like, these are the ones that came, as opposed to coming. Right? It's not a usual term, actually, when you think about it. By saying, even though it's not the usual way you would say it, but okay, B'nai Ruvain, the sons of Ruvain, Chanech, Falu, Chetzrein, Bekarmi. B'nai Shimon, and the sons of Shimon, Yemuel, B'yami, Ba'ahud, B'yachin, B'tzoichar, B'shaol ben Hakananis. Rashi ben Hakananis, the son of the Canaanite, in number 10, Ben Dina, this is the son of Dina, Shenivalav Lekanani, who had relations with the Canaanite. Remember, he raped her, right? In Shechem. Chargo is Shechem. Chargo, when they killed Shechem, Dina, right? So let's say Dina did not want to leave Shimon until Shimon swore to her, she assented that he would marry her. Okay. Verse number 11, of Bnei Levi and the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kahas, Merari. We'll learn more about them later because they're the three parts of the tribe of Levi that have three different functional things to do in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle. Bnei Yehuda and the sons of Yehuda, V'oinen, V'Shelah. It's interesting they include over here V'oinen. I mean, okay, because they didn't come to Egypt, they died. Wow. Rashi doesn't pick up on it. Right? Remember they died? They were the ones that were married to Tamar. The whole story with Yehuda and Tamar. Right? These are Tamar married the first son and then the second son, and then she was waiting for the third son, right? Because they had died, and there was the Levirate, Levirate marriage, and he didn't want to give the third son. That's the whole story of how the two of them met up, right? So, but that's counted here, okay? Peretz v'zarach v'yomas erbain. Okay, Beretz Canaan, so Rashi doesn't have to explain. V'yubnei Peretz chetzrim v'chom. Okay, so yes, Rashi doesn't have to explain because the verse does. But when we count, that means they should be not included. How many? We'll see. Bnei Yisachar, yeah, but I'm not certain of the count because. Okay, anyway, I spoke too prematurely. Bnei Yisachar and the sons of Yisachar, To'elava, Fuba, Yoav, Shimrain, Bnei Zvulun, and the sons of Zvulun, Zered, Ve'elon, Ve'yachleel, Ela, Bnei Leah. These are the sons of Leah, Asher Yolda, Yaakov, that were born to Yaakov in Padan Aram, by Lavan, right, in Mesopotamia, present day Iraq, Iran. There's Dina Bita and Dina, his daughter, Kol Nefesh Banav. All of the offspring, all of the sons, Ubenai, 7 daughters, Shleshim V'Shalish are 33. Hold on. Okay, I'm not going to make the count now because I don't have it. If we have time, I'll come back to it. Okay, because it's a bit lengthy, so I want to make sure we finish. Okay, Rashi in 15. Eila b'nei Leah. These are the sons of Leah, Viz Dina Bita, and Dina, his daughter. Hascharim Tala b'Leah. The males were referred to as the sons of Leah. But the female daughter was given over to Yaakov, right? It was pending on Yaakov. What does this teach you? When a woman first sows, that is she gives birth to a male. The ish when a man first sows, Yoledis Nekeva, she gives birth to a female. I'm not sure, there's something we learn later on also. I'm not exactly clear what that means. But in physical reality of relations between man and a woman and giving birth to a child. But if it's something first from the man, so then it becomes the daughter's born. If it's something first from the mother, so then the son is born. Okay, Shleshim Mishalish, 33. When you itemize them, all you find is 32. But the 33rd is Yocheved, who's the mother of Moshe, and she's not mentioned. Why? Shenolda ben Achim is because she was born between the walls. When they entered into the city. As they were traveling and going into Egypt and entering into the gates of the city, she was born. Right? That whom she bore to Levi in Egypt. Her birth was in Egypt, but her conception was not in Egypt. Okay. 16. They God and the sons of God are Tzifyain v'Chagi v'Shuni v'Etzvain Eri v'Araidi v'Areili. It's interesting, all these names, we don't have anybody that names their kids this way. Asher, but Asher and God and Reuven and Shimon, those you do. And the sons of Asher, and the Yimne v'Yishve v'Yishvi v'Overiah. V'Serach Chaisam and Serach, their sister of Bnei Beriah, Chever Malkiel, and the sons of Bria are Chevel and Malkiel. 18. Eila Bnei Zilpa. These are the sons of Zilpa, who Zilpa was the concubine, right? Asher Nos and Lavan, that Lavan gave the Leah to Leah, Bita his daughter. V'Tela is Eila, and she gave birth to these, Yaakov to Yaakov, Sheshes Nefesh, 16 people. Bnei Rachel. Second. Okay. Bnei Rachel, and the sons of Rachel, Aish is Yaakov, the wife of Yaakov, Yosef of Binyamin. Rashi, Bnei Rachel, Aish is Yaakov. Rashi says in 19, the sons of Rachel, the wife of Yaakov, Bekulam Loinem or Behem Aishes, and the rest of them doesn't say a wife. Because she was the mainstay of the house. Right. Okay. 20. Okay, Bival le Yosef, have born to Yosef, Be'eret, 3 times in the land of Egypt, the Shayol, the Loi that was born to him, Asnos, from Asnas, Bas Potiphera, the daughter of Potiphera, Kayin Ein, who was a minister or a master, yeah, of Ein. As Menashe, as Ephraim, he had 2 sons. Bnei Binyamin, and the sons of Binyamin, Bela, Veveche, Ashbel, Gera, Naaman. It's interesting. The only names that we do have, and I guess it's because they are, if you don't mind, I'll have some too. Thank you. Thank you. If we have non-dairy, okay, great. Because they're tribes. I guess because they're the tribes. Yeah. Okay. Belavech, Ashbel Gate, Rav Naaman, Eichi, Vereish, Mupim, Chup, Vechupim, Ve'ara. El B'nei Rachel. These are the sons of Rachel. Asher Lodli, Yaakov. They were born to Yaakov. Kol Nefesh, Arba Israel. There are 14 in total. B'nei Dan. Now we have the sons of Dan. Chushim. Naphtali, and the sons of Naphtali, Yachziel, Beguni, V'Shile. It's interesting that now comes the second concubine, right? And we have mention of her afterwards. Well, I don't know. Oh, okay, no, it makes sense. First we had Leah, then we had Leah's maidservant, right? Now we have, thank you. Now we have Rachel, right? And I have Rachel's maidservant. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the order, the significance of that order. Okay. Got what I just said? Good. So the sons, so 24. Nei Naphtali, the sons of Naphtali, Yachziel, Guni v'Yetzer v'Shilem, Ele b'nei Bila. These are the sons of Bila, Shenos, and Lavan Rachel, that Bila was given from Lavan to Rachel, Bita, his daughter. Eila liYaakov kol nefesh Shiva. And she gave birth to seven people. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're on verse 26. Okay. Kol nefesh, all of the souls, haba, the Yaakov, coming from Yaakov, Mitzrayma, coming from Yaakov to Egypt, Yaitse Yerechai, that are coming from his side, meaning his descendants, meaning coming from him. Milvad Nishei B'nei Yaakov, aside from the wives of, besides the wives, right, of the sons of Yaakov, Kol Nefesh Shishim V'Sheish, 66 altogether. B'nei Yosef, Asher Yulad Lei B'Mitzrayim Nefesh Shnayim. And so that's 66. But then you have Yosef and his two sons, right? Added to the pack. Shnayim Kol Nefesh Yedeves Yaakov Abam Mitzrayim Shivim. So what does it give you? All of the people, all the souls from the house of Yaakov that went to Egypt is 70. You got the math? 60. Yeah, you did, really.
60. Well, you mean 66 plus 2 plus 2?
Plus one. 1 plus 2. 66 that came from Canaan.
Yes.
Then Yosef was already in Egypt. Right? Right. Yosef and his two sons are in Egypt.
Okay.
Right? So that's 3. 66 and 3 equals 70. Hello?
Plus 3 equals 7. 69.
Equals 6. Okay. You didn't drink your coffee, obviously, because it took you so long to wake up. Huh?
Yeah.
Right? So obviously that's a bit of a problem, right? Okay, let's see what Rashi does with this. Okay, lengthy Rashi. Okay, first of all,
Amen.
Chaim. Okay. Rashi. Kol nefesh abol liYaakov. All souls coming with Yaakov. Yotzim Eretz Canaan, that left the land of Canaan. Lavan and Mitzrayim, to come to Egypt. Ein abazu lashon avar. In this instance, the word haba'a is not the past tense, but the lashon ha'ivah, but in present tense. Kamay be'erev hi ba'av. Okay, like in the evening, she would come, not that she came. Also, when his daughter Rachel is coming with the flock, also present tense. That is why the accent in the syllable is on the aleph. Haba'a. Because when they went out to come to Egypt, from the land of Canaan, there are only 66 of them. Not exactly clear what he means by that. In other words, in present tense, there was only 66, right? When they left. Well, let's see where he's going with this. Okay. Sheni, but the second appearance of the word haba in this verse, Kol nefesh beis Yaakov haba Mitzrayim, Shivim. But then it says all of the souls that came to the household who came to Egypt were 70. Lashon avar. is in past tense. Above. Vayigash Tamu Lamaila. So its accent is next to the last syllable on the base. Because once they arrived to Egypt, Hayushivim, they were 70. Shematsu Yosef Ushnei Banav, because they found that Yosef and his two sons, Ben Yitosef Lehem Yocheved, and Yocheved was also added, Ben Achim is between the walls. So the first is in the present tense, it was 66. I'm not clear about the tense over here of how this is. So in the present means in the moment, right? Past means you're telling something, relating already something of that is, right? So when they had 70, that's when they are in Egypt, right? Because at that point, they're with Yosef and the two sons.
They're reunited.
And Yocheved was born, right? And Yocheved was born. Okay. Now, but according to the opinion, there's an opinion, right? So Amim noted that there were twin girls were born, Ima Shvatim, with the tribes, the sons of Yaakov. So what are you going to say? Shemesa, that they must have died if it was only time before they went down to Egypt. Because they were not counted. Right? They weren't counted. So they must have died. That's according to that opinion.
Right, we already mentioned that it's true that there were twin girls.
We mentioned that there's an opinion of that.
Mhm.
Opinion of that, right? Okay. Metzatzi Vayikra Rabbah, I found in Medrash called Vayikra Rabbah, Esav Sheish Nefoshes Hayuloi. Esav had 6 souls in his family. Vakasav Keira Esam Nefoshes Beisei. And the verse refers to him souls of his household. Lashon Rabim in a plural. Lishaya Oivrim, Oivdim Lelakus Habi, because they worship many gods. Yaakov Shivim Hayuloi. Yaakov was 70 in his family. Because of greater Isam Nefesh. The verse refers to them as soul in the singular. In English, soul is singular and plural. You can use it in a plural, well, these souls would be with an S at the end would be plural. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Take that back. Sorry. But in Hebrew, so nefesh means soul, singular. And in the verse over here, it says shivim nefesh, 70 soul went down to Egypt, not souls, plural. So Rashi is explaining why is that saying it that way? Because it does say souls by Esav and his family, that he had 6 souls in his household. So why? That would be seemingly more appropriate. But no, it's to bring out an idea that souls, plural, I mean, each soul had its own path, they had their own deity, right? They believed in many gods. So, they went different paths. But here was 70 soul that all went in the same path, followed the same God, and were, committed in the same way to Hashem. Is that clear? Yeah, because they were kill because they worshiped to one God. Beautiful. Yeah. Last verse of Bnei Yosef and the sons of Yosef that were born to him in Egypt. Nefesh Shnayim, two. There were two. Kol nefesh beis Yaakov. All of the soul. Again, soul, not souls, right? You see, it translates over here persons, right? How's it translate over here? Let's see. Huh? So yeah. So here it translates souls, right? But it's also incorrect.
Huh. Like
That's a problem. That's a problem when you have to translate. If I were to tell you two soul, like you think I'd be speaking some kind of native tongue, right? You'd be thinking I'm speaking some kind of whatever, mystical whatever, right? So you have to say two souls. You understand that, right? So you have to translate it that way, but it's incorrect, right? Yeah, it's incorrect. That's why without the Hebrew, it's not possible to understand Torah at all, right? Not possible at all to understand it. Even with the Hebrew, we barely scratch the surface, but
when you're translating, you have to respect rules that just can't allow
well,
yourself.
we're no rules, just the word. Forget about rules. Forget about the rules. I'm saying
they could have said it, but they didn't want to say it. They didn't want to say soul, like two souls. They didn't want to
are you
say
talking who's they?
Translator didn't want to say soul.
Right, but you're right, because and it makes sense that they don't want to translate it that way because then you wouldn't understand what's going on. It wouldn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? So it's correct to translate it that way. That's not the point. Point I'm making is that you don't understand what's going on here, right? It's being translated just to make it simple for you to appreciate something, but you're really not getting the nuance of anything. That's the point, right? You're not getting any nuance. You're not getting the message, right? So Rashi is, that's I try to translate as 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 literal, so we can get the nuance. So, but here Rashi is speaking, right? So here again, this verse, Shnayim kol nefesh, right? So in Hebrew, nefesh, it should be nefashot. That would be plural. Nefesh is singular, right? Kol nefesh, beis Yaakov, all of the people or all of the souls are literally all soul. The beis Yaakov to the house of Yaakov. Right? Haba Mitzrayim Shivim that came to Egypt were 70. Amazing. What time is it? I left my
25 at 19.
Oh, okay. Perfect timing, so we could Baruch Hashem. Amazing.
It was a bit confusing, the time, the present tense.
Yeah, if I had more time, I would look more into that, but we don't now have that time because we're gonna go to Tanya now.